I'm in this bitch. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hello. Let's get into it. Starting here. Alright, cool. Hello. I know y'all used to see me in my game chair, but it broke. Oh, shit. Alright. Let's do a story time. Let's do it. Oh, my fault. That's the. I've been playing. Cut that off. 1 second. Alright, y'all. Look. What's going on, motherfucking Dream Fam? Dream Society Clique. Dream Gang. What's up with y'all? It is a story time about some shit when I was younger. Let's get into it. Let's talk about it. Alright, so boom. I might have been like 14 years old, 15. And when I was younger, I don't know if I covered this on another story, but we used to be in a gang. Not a blood crip type gang. It was more of like a family, you know. That's my cat, y'all. Just ignore it. It was more of like a family thing, you know. So, one day, I had skipped school. Kids, I do not advise y'all to skip school, but who the fuck am I? You're going to do what you're going to do, but I just advise not to. Anyway, so boom. We are walking. Well, I skipped school. My fault. I skipped school this one day. And we were like moving. So like my dad still owned our old house. So I was over there. And I'm chilling in the shit. It was like an abandoned house pretty much. But like we still had furniture and shit like that in there. And my friends used to steal shit and go hide the shit upstairs and shit. Whatever. Boom. So I'm skipping school one day. And I'm asleep in the fucking bedroom. While I'm sleeping, I hear people just like literally like moving around. I'm like, what the fuck is that? But I'm in the house by myself, I thought. I get up and shit. I'm frozen in the bed, like, because I'm so scared to get the fuck up because I just heard some people in the house. I don't know who the fuck it is. I get up and shit. It's fucking some, for lack of better words, crackheads or heroin addicts or some shit like that. But they was heroin addicts, for sure. So, I get up, I just hear them wrestling and shit in the background, like, they just moving shit around. I'm like, get the fuck out! In my deepest voice and shit. And they got the fuck out. So, I just hear them run out the door, like, scat, 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 scat. They running and shit out the door. My fault, y'all. Then, I get up after like an hour. I was fucking frozen in the bed. I couldn't get up at all. Like, at all. Like, I was frozen. It might have been more than an hour for real. Literally. So I get up. I go in the kitchen. That's where they was at and shit. Like, our bedroom used to be like right by the kitchen. So I'm skipping school and shit in a house that's literally for sale. You know what I'm saying? We just still had the key and shit. Yeah. So then I go on the front porch and shit. It's over. School is probably like out or about to be out. I thought in my mind, this is way before you just had access to cell phones and shit like that. So I was literally just in bed. I don't think I even had a phone. I just was in bed waiting for time to pass and shit. Then I get up and shit. I go out the door. Tell me why as soon as I go out the door, I see my homeboys. They coming down the street like a movie. Rufus, Andre, my nigga David, everybody. This is my first day really skipping school, like, all the way. I see these motherfuckers, they like, bro, come with us and shit, what you doing? I'm like, shit, come on. Boom, so we walking around and shit, hooligan adventures, hood adventures and shit, and I rode the city bus for my first time. It was fucking crazy. So we get on the city bus and shit, we clowning, everybody chilling, we kicking it and shit. We get off the bus. We in this little, like, I wouldn't say it's the suburbs. We still on the south side. South side, 330. We was over there, though. So, yeah. Then, they get off the bus and shit. We get off the bus. I'm tripping. And my dogs, they like, shit, man, we need some money and shit. So, I'm like, damn. How we gonna get it? We walking past this house and shit. They throw their brush in my brush, actually. I called that bitch the Stroke 3000. that was before stroke was pause moment, like pause worthy. So bear with me. Anyway, we walk in, we see the house and shit like that. They throw a brush in the bottom window. Boom. We in the house now. We are hitting a lick verified now. Like solidified. We really stealing people's shit. I'm not a thief, and I never really ever like would tell you guys to do no shit like this, but let me just tell you how you can get caught up in some shit. So boom, we in the house and shit, and I'm not even exaggerating. We was in the house for like, man, probably like 2 hours for real, without nobody. Like, I mean, we was using a house phone at one point. We stealing all of this shit, stealing, y'all. Yeah, like, so we broke into these people's house, and they was not there. And I remember the girl the next day being like, somebody broke into my house and shit, and they stole her. Like, it was supposed to be like this skate party and shit like that. And she basically was like, man, somebody stole some breasts, broke in my house and shit like that. And I'm like, shit. We broke into your house and shit. I didn't tell her that, but I'm just thinking in my mind, like, damn, life is fucking horrible. Imagine this. I mean, I was down bad. We all was. Shit. We needed to come up. Back then, that was what it was. We had to do that shit. We ain't have to do shit. There was other options. We was 14 and 15. What the fuck we was going to do? Get a job? So, don't judge. Even though that was a fucked up situation, still try to have an open mind and think about how certain situations bring on certain situations. You weren't there, or you weren't in that environment. So you can't really judge about how a person moved in that environment. Just saying. Anyway, so after all of that shit happened, we go back and we break bread and shit like that. I immediately take all the money I found and I flee. I found some money in the house and shit, and my homeboys seen me when I was finding the money. So I gave their asses $10. What? $10 beast. Y'all go on the fuckhead about y'all business, and don't tell nobody else that I got this money, because I'm not sharing with everybody. So I went right to the house, got all the shit that I had. I went to my mom's house because my dad and mom was separated at the time. I'll get into that another time. But they were separated, and my little brother was living down there. So my best friend asked me about going to a fucking hockey game, and we ain't have too much cultural shit to do that was like outside of what we were used to. So I took him to it, and he had the time of his life. We had a good time and shit. I spent all my money literally there. Every single thing that I had won, I spent it. What the fuck? Alright, fuck it. Yeah, so I spent all my money there. I felt like that was karma because I was a little ass kid. I didn't know what to do with the money, and it wasn't my money to spend, honestly. Yeah, so the fucking video cut off. Anyway, yeah. So I didn't have much. We went, to the hockey game. Yes. Anyway, so after the hockey game and shit, probably like the next day, I had skipped school again because I was just so fucking happy about skipping it the first time that I chose to do it again. So boom, I skipped school again. This time it went smoother as far as like people being in the house. Of course, if somebody just yelled at you and told you to get the fuck out, I'm pretty sure they thought it was like a ghost or something. I'm pretty sure they thought I was like a fucking ghost when I told them like, hey, get the fuck out. They was high and shit. Imagine being high as fuck. You in the house getting high. Whatever, if that's what you do. Just put yourself in these fucking shoes. You in the house getting high. Some random voice while you thought that the house was clear was like, get the fuck out, in a raspy, grunty, like, yeah, you would fucking run. So they fucking ran. I'm not fucking Superman. I wasn't about to take on 2 heroin addicts. I know I'm back at this point of the story, but I just wanted to revisit that for a moment. That is not what the fuck I was trying to do. Kick them out of their high thingy. It was my goddamn house. Shit. Anyway, the next day we went to like, I skipped school again. And shit. Like, I see my friends again. But I went upstairs this time and I found out that they were stealing shit and keeping it upstairs. So I took all of the shit, stole all of the shit back. They had new clothes and shit and like some nice jeans. I stole all that shit from my friends because they were stealing and putting it in my house. But whatever, I stole it. So then we are walking up the street to McDonald's. Me, Jermail, DeBrail, Calhoun. If I'm missing anybody, I think DJ was there. If I'm missing anybody, I'm sorry. Whatever. It's not like the most glorious story of, and like we were fighting. Spoiler. Boom. So then anyway, after we walked to McDonald's, I see this, for lack of better words, gay girl. She was like the stud type gay girl though. She was built as hell. She pulling up her shirt. She got shot. She kept saying that like, hey, who is y'all? Y'all the Circle Boys? Yeah, we about to come over there. And I'm like, dude, we is not the Circle Boys and shit. I didn't even say that. My homeboy Jamel was like, we ain't the Circle Boys, but that's our friends and shit. We're gonna fight for them and shit. So then the chick was like, man, when y'all fucking come back down this way, make sure y'all got everybody with y'all. We gonna fight. That's how she was. I mean, that was my good impression of it. She was like, good, come on, kid. Come on, stop, gay. That's how it pretty much was in my mind and shit. So then after we go to McDonald's and shit, and I swear to God, we was literally laughing the whole way. Like, who is this? This was like 2000 and fucking, yeah, like a long time ago. And I cannot remember if I was seeing a lot of gay chicks that was just this masculine. Like, she was ready to beat the shit out of us. And it was like 6 of us, and it was only her at the time. It's fucking crazy. So then we walked back from McDonald's and shit. McChickens, we done got right. It's in mine. It's my cap. So then we done got right. We walking back down. I see the chick again, but she like fucking 30 people deep. I'm not even exaggerating. She had so many fucking people with her. R.I.P. my homeboy Dre. He was there. Real OL shit. It's like, but my friends was there though. R.I.P. my nigga Dre. Like, he passed away, and I really loved him dearly. I loved all my friends. Like, R.I.P. to anybody we lost. I love you guys. Then we see the chick, she 30 deep. This is how fucking things were back then. This is like Game of Thrones type shit. She let us go to our corner, our respective corner, and get more people because they had us outnumbered. We come back. We get our people. We're super deep. My homeboy Didi, Tion, we all there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So boom. The fight commences. It's this dude named Greg. He wanted to fight my cousin Dre. And Dre was like fucking 300 pounds. Like, at that time. He was huge. And he could fight. I just didn't understand why the dude Greg, he was the littlest dude in a group. And he was just on it. So, anyway, 1 second, y'all. Pause. Yeah. So he was the smallest dude in a group and shit like that. And he wanted to fight bruh. I don't know why. So they started fighting and shit. And of course, bruh got on top of him. It was over. So boom, they whole group started jumping in. The chicks, Isolea, that was her name. She like, I got shot. Yeah, 4-5 times, motherfucker. I ain't never get shot. The fuck? So then, yeah, so bro get on top of him. Pause. Bro get on top of him. It's over. So the gay chick, she jump in. No lie, I had like this Bart Simpson shirt on. It was like real tight, like the tight boys used to be. You know what I'm saying? It was fucking legit. And it was like a long sleeve. Bart was playing the guitar on that bitch. It was fire. I love Drip. This bitch grabbed my shirt, rip it. Wow. She steal me. Man. Punch me. RP my homeboy Devon. Man. RP my guy. He came right over there and punched the bitch. We flee. They like, we're about to call the cops. While we was fighting and shit, some lady pulled up in a fucking gold van. I'll never forget. We running. I got my homeboy DJ's hoodie on. Pause. He had Snickers and $20 in that bitch. I ate the Snickers. Gave him the $20 back. This motherfucker had the nerve to ask me the next day at school about the Snickers. I ate it. Yeah, like we had a long walk back home. Shit, I wasn't about to walk all the way back hungry after we just got into a gang fight with a gay chick and a bunch of other minions. Imagine being a minion. I'm not even gonna say it. Just imagine that shit though. Yeah. Man, it's Big Cash Cardi, man. It's the fucking dreamer. The dream. Our dream. Your dream. Let's dream. I'm out of here, bitches.